The hands, the part of the rider's body that most influences the control of the horse. The reins, the connectors that carry your hand motions to the horse's mouth. The bit, the most important piece of equipment in the communication between horse and rider. Now, before we get into discussing bits any further, there are a few words and phrases that are always referred to that we should brush up on. First is the points on the horse. This is the poll, the area behind the ears at the top of a horse's neck, where the second vertebrae is. It is a sensitive pressure point for most, if not all, bridles. The tongue, jaw, and nose are more obvious terms. But another term that needs explaining is the bars. It's a skin-covered area in the mouth, on the jaw, where there are no teeth. This is where most bits rest. Another term is flexion. Flexion is referred to as how much the horse bends his neck and head, which very much affects the way he carries the rest of his body. Vertical flexion is the amount that he bends his head, up or down, from the top of the pole. Lateral flexion is how much he comes around horizontally from left to right. Now, a horse can carry his pole high with little vertical flexion, and a horse can carry his pole high with a lot of vertical flexion. All this head and neck carriage stuff is the basis for how the horse uses himself and how much control you have over the way he goes. The reason horses are so responsive to the Mikmar bits is that as you pull on the reins, attached to the nose rope, the horse receives pressure to 4 different areas: the nose, mouth, chin, and poll. It disperses the pressure evenly and is less abusive to the horse's mouth, meanwhile giving the rider more control. The combination bit is the combination of 2 other Mikmar bit designs, the original Mikmar training bit and the Mikmar short shank. It combines the features of both, giving the rider many options for rein positions, which is very useful for adjusting to the type of horse you are riding. The Mikmar bits are effective in a wide range of horse disciplines, but the combination bit and the short shank bit have become the favorites of show jumpers, hunters, dressage, and eventers both in the show ring and for schooling.
Basically, it's I think if a horseman would have the advice to look for something which really fits a horse, or a horse has to accept it well, I think he would have created this bit, because it's very sympathetic and light in the mouth. You know, it doesn't cut even when you are a bit stronger with your hand. You don't open the horse somewhere.
Show jumping great Ludger Beerbaum found success with the Mikmar combination bit and his horse Gold Fever in besting the 40-horse field at the World Equestrian Festival and winning the Grand Prix of Aachen.
I've tried him on different bits, on gogs and double bridles and stuff, and I mean, I had always 85% control. It wasn't too bad, but then with this bit I can do things which I couldn't before. You know, I can turn tighter and still make sure he's with me, listening to me. And on a long track, I every now and then, before I lost a little bit his attention, and with this bit I have his attention all the time. That is actually a very, very safe and nice feeling.
We hope you've enjoyed learning more about the most important piece of equipment used to communicate between horse and rider, the bit. One bit can't change your entire relationship with your horse, but the Mikmar bits are an amazing step forward to having better communication and making you both happier.